Alright, hello everybody, and welcome on back to some more Sunday Musings with your pal A-Rye. No, I'm not going to try to start getting cheesy like that, but welcome all the same. We've been talking about some pretty heavy issues today, and might just take an episode or two of just some relaxing and some building and some Minecrafting and such like that. We'll still talk about some things, but I mean, we've been talking a lot about politics and religion, and those make, most people uncomfortable. And understandably so, because I mean, it's just, if they have all the answers, then why hasn't everything been fixed and stuff like that? But I mean, it's not as simple as that, and I think we all kind of understand that to a point. But I mean, I don't know. For such an advanced civilization, we still do make a lot of really dumb mistakes. But we're getting better. Let's see. Just saw another thing from Mr. Beast Philanthropy where he bought this one gal a a wheelchair van, because she had become paralyzed from a rodeo accident. And it's just like the type of technology that we have for people that become disabled or have injuries or whatnot is amazing. It's astounding. And I think I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I'll say it a million times. Like ability tech or whatever it's really called. I mean, technology to help people that have suffered injuries or were born with deep. I want to say disorders. I don't know. I mean, either way, people that could use some extra help to, enjoy the same quality of life that the average person does. So, and this was a van, it was a wheelchair accessible or a wheelchair assist van. And yeah, it's like a $50,000 van. It was really cool. And, stuff like that. It's just really heartwarming. Although I kind of almost did a faux pas. Or maybe I did. I don't know. I couldn't find it. There were so many comments. But I commented. I was like, great work. Keep it up. Beast Philanthropy, to kind of like thank, and congratulate the whole team, because it's not just Mr. Beast. He's the figurehead, but there's Daryl, I think is the name of the main guy that like runs Beast Philanthropy, and then there's a whole team of editors and all that, and you know, anyway, it's not just Mr. Beast, but it is like his face and his popularity that like drives a lot of that and gets a lot of donations, redirects a lot of that money, and yeah, so it's pretty cool to see. So, although there is a certain level of it's kind of cringy the way reading some of the comments and those, and mine, myself included. And like I got to figure out like I don't know, maybe be better about how I post things on there. But also I decided this is not a good walkway for a melon farm. I like the color green, but it does look tacky. I know they're melons. Like even though we have the city texture pack on, like it's still. And plus, it's fragile. As you saw, there was one missing. I accidentally chopped it when I was harvesting veggies off camera. So yeah, that's okay. Ah, look at those. The floating pillars of world peace. I mean, they're empty right now because so far it's just all conjecture and musing and me talking about random stuff to myself for a few hours earlier today. But we will be bringing it to fruition. Also, let's go ahead and fix this. Okay. I mean, but life is all about balance. You can't just constantly work, and that's why I play a lot of video games. A lot of video games. And yeah, it's nice. I work hard for my job, and then also I'm thinking that might help the situation. Yeah, it's still, I'm gonna need to add water or add flooring. But at least the farmers aren't able to come over there now. I haven't seen them over here. Actually, I haven't seen any villagers for a little bit. Oh, I hear someone. Wait, is that? Nice, it's a brewing stand. Cleric. Alright. Well, good to know you're here. You got anything good? Yeah. Take the emeralds. Here, I'll give it, turn around and give them to him. For a fee. Even though I'll get a lot of that from mining, it's still nice. Also, what are these? Oh, that's nice. Just walk into random people's houses. Yeah. I was thinking about building some more houses here. Like, that's cool and all. Maybe putting a couple of beds in here. Having a couple of residents in this, but... In fact, let's do that. Because then they can at least create a couple more villagers, and then... I don't know why they're not... Let's see, I have some food. Excuse me. But I was making some adjustments to my Python tutorial a little while ago. That's really cool. Over 41,000 views on Coding Game. That's amazing. Now, I'm not quite that popular on the YouTubes yet, but as far as Coding Game, and there's only like 250 likes. So this kind of, yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to sign into account. I mean, either that or there's just a bunch of bots looking at it, and that might be okay. I don't know. There we go. Well, so where'd that cleric go? Where's the villager? Here, you. You might not have a job, but you can do that. No, I mean, he might, but there we go. Come back here, you. There we go. Feeding the villagers, and I saw that wandering trader. We're gonna go back there. Alright, you two. There you go. You have some. Alright, let's go see what the wandering trader has to offer, and we really need to get some more emeralds. Tally-ho! Not much. Blue ice, but it's super expensive. I mean, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I can't even get it. Alright. Okay, and a leather. Nice. Alright, so, let's see. I forgot what we were talking about. Oh yeah, coding. So my Python tutorial, it's pretty successful. I updated it. I added the list of, I think there's only like 6 videos or 7 videos, about a half hour long. The first 2 are going over how to use the tutorial, and then there's like 4 videos of me actually doing some coding. So, and I need to do a lot more of that, but at the same time, like that's enough to get some people started, so they can start doing challenges on like code. Well, it's all Code Wars for the first part. I mean, the tutorial's in Coding Game, which is great for Clash of Code. And if you start doing that and just make yourself do like a lot of them. They're only 15-minute challenges. You know, you do a good 4 or 5, well, about almost 4 in an hour. I mean, there's still some time in between, but you know, dedicate about an hour a day, a few days a week, do a few challenges or a few clashes, then you'll learn programming. I guarantee it. As long as you ask questions with the other people. There is a Coding Game Discord. They used to have a world chat, and I don't know if they still have a chat open for when you're doing the clashes, because I think there was a separate chat within the clash. That might still be a thing. Keep in mind, a lot of the players are bots, so if they don't respond, doesn't necessarily mean they're all stingy and they don't want to talk to you. They might not know there's a chat, and also um, they might just be bots. So, but it is really cool, and teaching like basic programming concepts. And there's still some pretty advanced challenges in there, but nothing like. I mean, there's been a few actually now that I say that where I just couldn't do it. And I just tapped out. Like I'm just not, you know. Like I'll give it the good honest struggle for like a good 5-10 minutes, especially when I was streaming, because it's not like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, go do something else for 10-15 minutes while I do that. I guess I could have. Like I could have switched to another tab where, in fact, I think I did do that a couple of times just because it was just boring to sit there, and I could speculate all day about it. And people in the chat, if there were people in the chat that were chatty, they might give me hints and be like, "Oh, hey, you should do this." And in fact, if you stream doing those the clashes, then I think I mentioned this today already that they host it. Yeah, I did. They host it on the Coding Game website, and so that's a really good way to get viewers for when you're starting out with Twitch. And I became an affiliate pretty quickly. Like, I mean, just like a few months, but and then, like I also said today, once I realized what the payout system was like, I kind of hung up my hat for a bit. That and also I was getting closer to an official job because of what I was doing, so I did get the benefit out of it. So for anyone, you know, don't worry about me. I didn't make YouTube and Twitch a career, at least not yet, but I don't think I will because I love my current job so much that I'm gonna keep doing it until they kick me out. That's a joke, hopefully. Um, Also, let's see. We could go start building the channel. Hmm. I need to cook. iron. Wait. Oh, and I did do some mining off camera. So I got a lot of diorite. So that's why I think I'm gonna do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's gussy up the farm a little bit, and then let's take the glass to the channel. Let's get some emeralds. Ooh. Oh no. Now I gotta find one of the farmers that I've already been trading with. So that's the downside to having a lot of farmers running around. Like until you get it established. Ooh, and I don't even have a lot of trade. I mean, there's 15 emeralds, but yo, can I trade with you? Yes. All right. Also, that's good to be getting levels so we can upgrade. Well, we don't really need any gear, but I do want to get to enchanting some things. All right, so we need some stone, a piece of iron. Did I have any actual pieces of iron? I do not. So, hmm. Let's run all the way back. Or actually, let's see. Let's just check. Let's go to Project Island. Yes, I do. And now, I need one of these. Okay. Polished di- Ooh, actually, polished diorite slabs. Oh. Alright, let's go and deposit some things. Alright, and I mean, already we have plenty to line the edges. But I'm getting extra because eventually I want to cover. Um, in fact, I'll have to come back and get a lot more than this. But eventually I want to cover the waterways so I don't have to worry about going back and forth on the edges anyway. And that's the only reason I did the watermelon was so I could just walk from one to the other without having to jump and trample crops. Or risk trampling crops. There we go. So, ah, that's what I was trying to avoid. Okay. Yeah, just reminiscing about my Twitch days. Like, they were short-lived. I mean, it was fun, but it was a lot of work and stress and anxiety for not a lot of, I mean, yeah, it was kind of a letdown. It was like, I mean, it's great for the people that, like, want to do it. Yeah, I was also saying that today. All right, let's try to think of something that we haven't already talked about. Oh, wait, are those not water-logged? Huh. I don't think those are, but yeah, the rest of them are. Like, I don't know. I can't tell. Anyways, not super important. Just keep building this thing. I do want to get back into some Elden Ring. I might do some of that. Maybe or may not make a video out of it, but because I mean, ultimately, fighting Cowboy, he does the best videos, like hands down, with all the Souls games. I haven't watched his Elden Ring ones because I don't want to do any spoilers. I want to keep doing what I'm trying to do. And let's do. If we're gonna cover the space in between. Ooh, actually, I kind of want to play some Dark Souls 2. Like that game, the graphics aren't as good as Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring. Like they're different. They're more like papery, and I don't know, but still, the game is amazing. Like it is so good, and it's addicting too. Like I've spent many hours on that. Even one day, because at one point I shared a room with my kiddos, and like my son woke up when I was playing it with my headphones on, and I didn't notice. And oh, I don't know how long he was watching me. I was in what is that? Something Wharf. It's the Pirate Bay one. Um, it's like Trader's Wharf or Hater's Wharf or I forget. But anyways, it was the pirate one where you board a pirate ship and you kill like this pirate lord creature in the hull of the ship, and it's interesting because like all of the ship is like dug out, like it's only a layer for this boss, and oh, it's so frustrating when you first fight that thing, and then much like all the bosses or a lot of the bosses in the Soulsborne games, after you figure out like their tricks or their attack set or how to beat them, like it doesn't take long. Uh, so Bloodborne would also be pretty cool. Just start a new character and just go tearing up the. Why is this so hard? Let's go this way. Tearing up the streets of Yarnum. Okay. Alrighty. Eventually I'll fill all of them, so I don't have to worry about where I'm walking when I'm harvesting. That's pretty good as it is. This one would be better. It would be good to have as well. And the whole time I'm doing this, like, see, there's a carrot that's ready. Yeah, the veggies are still growing, so I can go ahead and harvest a ton. Get some more emeralds, start being self-sufficient here, and provide a food source for these villagers, so huzzah. Uh, Okay. Plus, I think it looks good. Like, polished diorite has got to be one of my favorite building materials, especially in the city texture pack. That just looks so sleek. It's like marble. Making this a lot fancier than it needs to be, but hey, it doesn't cost us anything, why not? And that's like financially, emotionally, um, the opportunity costs. There you go. Like, what are you giving up for this decision, basically? Oh, oops. Okay. I should make it probably like too wide. But let's let some more of that water in. All right. Now, okay. Let's go transport some glass. In programming in a nutshell, it all comes down to the same like few concepts. Like understanding variables, understanding control flow, understanding loops. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Like once you learn one programming language, it's really easy to pivot to another. And so I learned on C++, and I didn't even remember that. Like, I mean, I just learned it briefly and just simple input and output. Um, but it was really cool, like how like you do the C in and then like the arrows, whether it's in or out, it depends on how they if they're facing left or right. Oh, whoops, we left a whole well, some there. Let's see. Well, let's just go and dump everything here. I mean, except the glass. That's what we're trying to transport. All right, it'll be okay. We'll come back for it at some point. Huh. I wish I had some shulker boxes. Maybe I should like get to where I can actually beat this game and explore the end. And I haven't done any of that. Like I don't have any eye of enders or anything like that. I haven't. I've been to the Nether, but I haven't fought any blazes. I haven't even found a fortress. So there's so much I would need to do. For now, though. Oh wait, we're gonna leave one here because we need the boat. And then while we're sailing, we'll continue to talk about programming. So Actually, we can go ahead and start now. So the guide also includes a ROT13 and a ROT-N encryption algorithm in Python. So completely functional, except for the first one is broken, the ROT13, and I still don't understand why. Because if you copy the code from the first area and paste it over what's in the second area, it works. So that tells me there's something in the YAML file that is underneath that there's something wrong, and I'm horrible with that. There's probably some white space that's like kicking out and causing an error to make it crash or whatever, but it just won't run. And I've even tried like making it completely rewriting that section. I don't know. Oh, also, no, we're still close enough. I forgot you can put chests in boats now. So I'm gonna try to do that before we get too far. Because I mean, it's worth a whole nother chest's worth of. That's like another inventory. It makes it from being able to transport a small chest's worth of glass, not even, because we're carrying tools and we're carrying emeralds as well. I guess we've got some on the hotbar, so either way, we can almost double our carrying capacity if we simply. And I don't know if we have to have the boat with us, so let's go ahead and chop that up. And let's take a chest. We don't have a chest. Now we do. Oh, we don't have space. Okay, now let's see. Yes. There we go. Now let's take the glass back. Wait. Boat with chest. There we go. See, that's so much more glass. Now, run over here. And it's a little bit of time, so it's not like a whole lot of time that we saved this go around, but for the future go arounds, that's the same way with our automation a lot of times. So if you go into a career with IT, chances are you're going to be writing scripts or trying to figure out ways to streamline processes, especially if they're very monotonous, like they're the same thing over and over again, and it's pretty guaranteed that nothing's going to change and all that good stuff, then you need to automate. So anything that can save you time throughout your workday, save you amount of clicks, and going places. Yeah. Well, look at that. Yeah, we got quite a bit of glass. All right. So let us go back to Oasis, which is funny because this whole season is titled Oasis Season 3, and we've only been to the mainland. I don't even think we have. I think it's all been over here on the east side of the map, which that's fine. It's another oasis over here. Well, kind of. We're starting to see some grass where I've got the. Actually, I don't know. Anyways. Oh, wait. Where am I going? Okay. Here we go. Might even think about chop or carving out a more direct path, but this is okay for now. All right, but yeah, programming. So the Route 13, basically, it's a form of encryption. It's a very basic form of encryption that was actually one of the first ways I learned about how to make encryption. And what it is every letter has a numerical value from either 0 to 25 or 1 to 26, depending on if you're going 0 based or 1 based for your start number. Um, so like if A equals 1, then you would convert it to, I think it's M or N, but whatever is like exactly 13 letters away, so half of the alphabet. And so then a Z becomes something else. Anyways, and then the idea is however you encrypt it, you can decrypt it by doing the same process to it again. You just encrypt it twice. And you're rotating its position in line from an A to an M to an A again, or whatever it is. I don't remember exactly what it is, but and in fact, I actually got to do this. So I was reading a book on cybersecurity. It was more of like a popular science cybersecurity book, and um, and in it they had a piece of ciphertext that was using the raw or what? How many was? I think it was only like 3 digits off. So you could sit there and you could write it out on a piece of paper, and for every letter, like if it was an A, you'd add 3 digits, so B, C, D, so an A turned into a D or what have you. and you had to like roll it back 3 digits. So you had to do like a -3 for an encryption. Well, so that's where ROT-N comes in. So ROT-N, N stands for any number, negative or positive, of rotations. And I'm pretty sure it works because it does a modulo. You could do ROT 3000 and it would still be correct. Like it would, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like, and it's completely scalable for all integers. Now, it doesn't catch like floats and partial numbers, fractions, stuff like that. But if it's a 1 through a million, or -1 through -1 million, or even 0, because then it just spits out what you had. Oh, I can't even pick up that gold. That's alright. Gold's kind of oh, and there's some iron. There's some stuff in them thar hills. Alright. Oh, don't want to get sucked into that. Or that over there. Anyways. Oh, I'm missing some cobblestone there. That's right. But yeah, and I was able to plug in the ciphertext and it popped it out, and it was something like no small task or something silly, and it worked. I decrypted a message. Now that's very basic encryption. That's the stuff that you'd find in an Ovaltine prize ring for those of you that watch Christmas Story back in the day or still do. I know some people it's tradition. Although I know personally now that I don't watch cable TV, I mean, and I don't have anything that sort of thing would be on. At least not advertised that I can think of. I mean, even as I say that, it's probably on Netflix or Disney Plus or something like, some random streaming service. But like back in my day, we used to watch the cable television, and that was just on a lot of the time. Also, look at this. So keep in mind, like we're just now leaving the entrance or the channel to get through there. So all of this, now granted, a lot of this, unfortunately, is going to get carved out. This coral stuff. So maybe I can set it down in the ground a little bit. So I don't want to destroy like any coral, really. I don't know if Silk Touch even works for it because I feel like it dies. Although I don't know, maybe. But yes, now this is Oasis proper, where we just randomly built a base in the middle of this deserty island area that looks like America, kind of. A little lopsided, but and I'm starting to like build a lot of wreaths under there. Let's see. I guess this will work. All right. Now, let us go deposit. Or actually, I don't know if I have the storage for this. I mean, I only need one spot and some wood. And then, which I can actually take that. Okay. Oops. Bada bing. And then take the glass back. Well, now, for the channel. So let's go over here and figure out where we're even going with this. Because we're right now on an island. That's actually off of the main. I guess it's as good a place as any. And then, I don't know, maybe more north up this way. Huh. Oh yeah, there's two pieces missing. One has the water and one doesn't. So that one you can swim all the way up. This one, you fall down, you can't jump up. Anyways, I just thought that was interesting. So if the water block is full, and that makes sense in hindsight, you can't jump over one block. But yeah, it's kind of scary. All right, so like right here or something. That might be perfect, because I mean, maybe even farther south. Well, this way we'd be actually going like through the water. And yeah, I don't even know how far down I'd want to have it, but doesn't matter. We're going to set it back a little bit. Oh, there's the alarm. So, all right, good chillax session. We got a bunch of glass back, and we'll start building the tunnel, or I might start building it off camera. Who knows? Um, I am gonna start making some Google Docs. I've still got a lot more to do with as far as that's concerned, as far as drawing these ideas out on paper. And I still got to write that letter to the Saudi Arabian royalty and the Pope, asking them to consider giving their good graces to cannabis over alcohol, especially over alcohol. I mean, and I know Saudi Arabia, alcohol is still legal. It's on the verge of becoming legal, but like for the longest time they've done fine without it. And well, I don't know. I'm just thinking that if they understood cannabis more so and saw past the propaganda of our country, because I feel like that's the main country that's like villainizing it. A lot of other places around the world, well, they're even more lax about their drinking. Like their drinking age is like 18 for the places that it is legal. Hmm. So, anyways, ta ta for now. I will see you in the next one.